Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning. Welcome to the Rise and Grind. What a weekend we had. What a weekend. I think, yep, we're popping up. There's Aaron Jones, and there's AJ Anderson. Nathaniel Banks is up in here. So I am just getting this thing set up and shared over to the group. I'm going to do that right now. Let me see. Copy the link. Then I got to go in here and I got to go to the group, the Rise and Grind group that has been growing like crazy with over 4,300 members. Thanks to you guys. So I got that there. I got that shared. And welcome to the Rise and Grind. What's up, guys? What is up? Good morning. My name is Glenn Lundy. I am your host. Today is Monday, January 29th, and it is time to hashtag, got to throw up the hashtag. It is time to hashtag rise and grind. I am a father of six, a husband to one, and the general manager of Dan Cummins, a Chevrolet and Buick in Paris, Kentucky, the second largest used car franchise dealership in the United States of America. And I am here to say good morning. What up? What up? What up? Look at everybody in here this morning. Aaron Jones, first one in. My man, Hankson, good morning. Nathaniel Banks, what's up? Tom Sizemore, Kerry Osborne with the best cupcakes on the planet is in here this morning. Chip Anderson, good morning. Lou Torres, my man, rising and grinding, trying to get his dealerships up to just blowing up, doing big things. Ryan Smith, good morning. Nathaniel Banks, R.C. Hazard, what up? Clayton Lesack, guys, Clayton Lesack is the man. Clayton Lesack is the man. R.C. Hedges is man too. But Clayton Lesack is the man. David Richardson, good morning. Mohib, good morning. Darian Sanders says, let's go. Darian, hope you had a great weekend up there in the Ville. You are missed. You are loved. And speaking of the weekend, Alan Smith, what's up? Sean Jones, what's up? Chris Brooks, what's up? Do me a favor, guys. I'm jacked up on a Monday morning, and there are some people around you. I promise there are some people around you this morning that they need something to get them going today. They need something to get them going this morning. So do me a favor and hit that share button. Go ahead and hit that share button this morning. Normally you don't share. You're like, I don't even know if I want to share. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what he's got to say this morning. And, this is my little personal profile. And I don't know. I want Glenn Lundy all up on it. And I get that. That's cool, man. I totally get it. But I need you to do me a favor today. Today is Monday. And somebody in your circle needs to wake up to something other than what they've been waking up to, which is a bunch of, negativity and stuff like that. So today, I need the shares. Today, we're going to jack some folks up that haven't been normally getting jacked up on a Monday morning. We're going to introduce them to the Rise and Grind. So I need to touch on this weekend because it was an incredible weekend. And the first part that I'm going to touch on, okay, is I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I kind of got thrown into a little bit of a role that I had never been in before, and it's been quite a challenge for me. It's been quite a struggle. And I'll be honest with you. I've dealt with a lot in my life, man. There's been certain times in my life where I've been homeless. There's been times in my life where I didn't think I wanted to live another day. There's been times in my life where I've been in places where I didn't know anybody and so on and so forth. But all of that stuff that's happened to me in my life, all of those struggles. I mean, starting at a new dealership in Paris, Kentucky, and trying to get it rolling and trying to get in touch with my faith and whatnot. All of that stuff, for real, all of that stuff has been a struggle. But there is nothing that I've struggled with more than this new challenge that got thrown on me about a month ago. And this new challenge that got thrown on me about a month ago is they asked me to coach 8-year-old boys and girls in basketball. My daughter's basketball team, they lost their coach, man. They lost their coach, and they had to have me jump in and try to coach these 8-year-old kids at basketball, man. And I'm going to tell you, it has been one of the biggest struggles for me ever, ever, ever. It has been one of the most difficult challenges I have ever had to face. It's like, first of all, it's like herding cats. Second of all, I'm trying to be fair, to all the parents and whatnot because all their kids are at different skill levels. And third of all, I just never. I mean, I played basketball. I can play, but I just never really coached basketball. So this weekend we had our game. Now we our very first game we lost 30-8, I believe it was, and the other team didn't play their best dude in the fourth quarter. And the next game we lost 20-2. I think it was on the next game, and then the game after that we lost a lot to a little. And so we've been just getting our butt kicked, and I'm a competitive son of a gun, man. I want to win. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, when I'm doing it. I don't care if we're playing checkers or we're playing chess or we're selling cars or it's who gets up earliest in the morning, which apparently right now Sean Hayes and Stephanie Toadvine, they beat me up in the morning, so now I got to change my schedule. I'm just a competitive son of a gun. And so watching these kids lose and being the coach, not just watching the kids lose, but me myself being the coach of a losing team has been a little bit of a struggle. But here's what I learned this weekend, because this weekend we have been trying so hard in practice. But this weekend we had a makeup game yesterday, and we played this team, and we went back and forth, and we fought, and we went back and forth, and we fought, and we went back, and we had a lead. We had a 1-point lead with 37 seconds left, and then my daughter went to pass in the ball, and she went to pass it in, and the kid stole the ball, and he went down, and he scored, and they took a 1-point lead with 18 seconds left, and then we got the ball back, and then something happened, and we lost the ball, and then something happened, we got the ball back, and it was just intense, and it was crazy, and I was jumping up and down, and I'm freaking falling on the floor when they're calling fouls, and ultimately we get the ball. We've got 5 seconds left. We've got the ball. I call timeout, and I rally the guys together, and I look in the faces of these kids, and I just realize, my goodness, man, we've been losing ball games. We've been losing ball games for real. But to be honest with you, man, those losses, these struggles that we've had as a team, these struggles that I've had as a coach, like, it has brought this team together. At first, it was just a bunch of 8-year-old kids that I was trying to herd around like cats, you know what I'm saying? But when I saw them all, when we got in the circle and these kids were looking up at me, they were looking up at Coach, like, Coach, how do we win this game, Coach? What do we got to do now, Coach? We're in it for the first time all season. We're so close right now to the win. How do we win this thing, Coach? And so I drew up a play, and we had a play, and we were going to do this. I told her, look them off, make sure you fake the pass, and then you pass it over here. And so we drew up the play, and we ran the play, and we executed it perfectly. And she passed the ball, and Will takes the shot at the buzzer, and he missed it. Oh, God, he missed it. Oh, and all the wind went out of the room for just a moment. And right after that moment where all the wind went out of the room, then everyone started to clap and everyone started to cheer. And I looked over, and one of my kids, one of the kids on my team, Luke, he was just in tears. He was just bawling, and I looked at all the other kids there, and I mean, just sweat just pouring off them, and they had this look on their face of defeat. They had lost another game, and I just grabbed them and pulled them all into a huddle, and I said, "Get in here!" And I just started hugging them one by one and just encourage them one by one, like, "Hey guys, we didn't win the game, but look at what we did do. Look at what you did. Look at how far you've come in 4 games." In 4 games. And so what I learned this weekend, one of the things that I learned this weekend I wanted to share with you guys is, I know that you, right now, I know that you have had your losses, that you have gotten knocked down, that you have gotten so close to winning sometimes and come up short. And I know that can cause you to want to go to a place where you sink in, where you feel like you're just beat up, you're covered in sweat. And the tears just start pouring out of your eyes, and you just want to give up. And I want to tell you something, that right then, in that moment, what separates the greats, what separates the people that make a true impact on this planet and in this world, is your ability to push, to learn and to grow through those tears, through those struggles, to not quit, to not give up, and to understand that we are designed this way as human beings. Nothing great comes out of straight success. Nothing great comes out of winning every time. Nothing great comes out of perfection. We as a team, I guarantee you, next week we're going to start winning some ball games because we had that close loss. We got that taste of what it's like to be in it. And our team, I watched this team come together this weekend as a unit. You guys know what happens when people start to pull together. It's powerful. It's powerful. Like this group, Rise and Grind, that we put together. Hashtag Rise and Grind. If you're not a member of the group yet, you got to jump in it. In 6 days, we put together 4,200 members in the group. In 6 days, I've gotten at least 30 messages from people that say, hey, this group Rise and Grind is already changing my life. This group, what you guys are doing, the posts that you're putting, all the positive stuff in my feed, it has already made an impact in changing my life. That's the messages I'm getting after being here for 6 days. What you guys are doing in the group is incredible. The stuff that you're posting, the motivation that you're posting, you guys are jacking me up, and I'm a pretty jacked up guy already. But it's powerful what happens when people come together under one commonality. And now I got these kids, man, and that's what I learned this weekend. I learned, golly, it's a struggle, man. It's a struggle out there. It is a grind. And sometimes we can get so close and come up just a little bit short. But greatness is just on the other side of that. Now, I learned something else this weekend. I learned a lot of stuff this weekend. But I learned something else this weekend. Here's what I learned. I learned what a true grinder looks like. And what I didn't realize is I learned it from the craziest place. I learned it from the craziest place I would have never imagined. I spent a lot of time with my kids this weekend. I got 5 kids, you know, 8-year-old and a 5-year-old and a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. And we got the 8-month-old. And it was my father-in-law's birthday this weekend. And so my wife, this was what my wife did on Sunday, man. She got up, got all the kids ready for church, sent me off with a bunch of them. I took 3 of them to church. She stayed home with Fisher and Savannah. She was having a brunch for her dad. She made homemade bread from scratch. She made scrambled eggs. She fried up some pork loins. She made a fruit bowl. She made all this homemade stuff, everything from scratch, invited 14 people over, had a breakfast for everybody. Then while I went and did the basketball game, then she took care of the kids and got them all into the different situations and their naps and so on and so forth, did everything that she had to do that way. Then, of course, she gathered everybody up, and we decided to take the kids. So we took the kids. We went and had some dinner, and we did some stuff, and then she got us back, and then she got home, and then she bathed each of the 5 kids. She made sure they were all bathed, and they were in their pajamas, and they were set for the night. And then we had a little dance party out in the living room, and she read the kids' books as she went to bed, and she laid down. And then all night, throughout the night last night, she was up every couple hours with the baby. And I just want to tell you, I saw what a real grinder looks like, man. I saw what a real grinder looks like. I really did. There's a couple things that she did that made her a real grinder, and I got to share these things with you. And we got to get quick because I'm already running out of time. But my wife has 4 things, okay? There's 4 things that make her a true grinder and that we can all learn from to become grinders ourselves. The first thing that she has is discipline. She has way more discipline than I do, I'll tell you that. She has straight up discipline. Like nothing is going to get in the way. This is her routine. This is how it's going to get done. This is when it's going to get done. Now, she's got 5 kids trying to pull her in all kinds of different directions at all times. 5 kids under the age of 8. And if she didn't have discipline, nothing would ever get done. But she has discipline. She gets up at this time. This is what we do. This is when we're going to do it. I don't care what you say. You can try to sell me. You can try to shake me. You can try to get me off in a different direction. It's not going to happen. She's disciplined. She disciplines our children. She don't put up with no nonsense. Period. She has discipline, and she applies discipline to the people around her. That's what makes her a great grinder. She also has this incredible ability to control chaos. The ability to control chaos. Now, this is incredibly important. As a grinder, you are going to get pulled in a million different directions. Okay, people are going to reach out to you because of who you are, because of your personality, because you're a grinder, you're successful, and you're getting things done. People are going to try to pull you in different directions. You're going to get a text message here. You're going to get an email over here. You're going to get a phone call over here. You're going to get a Facebook notification over here. Your wife's going to need you over here. Your kids are going to need you over here. And you have to have this ability to control that chaos. You have to embrace it. You got to understand that chaos is there. You're not going to get rid of it. You can't run from it, but you have to control it. You have to say, this is my world, this is my universe, and you don't have the right to take that away from me. That's part of the morning that part of the reason we get up early, right? We rise and we grind and we get up early and we have our morning routines, because that way no one can start to pull us in different directions. That's our time. This morning is my time. You can't have it. But you have to be able to control the chaos around you. And the way that you do that, there's multiple ways of doing that. But one of the ways that you do that is to make sure you complete the cycles. Okay, always complete the cycles. Once you start something, you got to finish that cycle. Complete it. And don't let somebody come in and start popping into your world and trying to take you out of that, or take you out of that cycle or that season that you're in. Don't allow it to happen. Control the chaos. Tell them, shut up. Can't do it right now. Love you, but no. Love you, but no. Okay? Obviously say it kind. Probably don't tell people shut up. Controlled chaos. Here's something else in order for you to be a true riser and grinder, to be a true grinder like my incredible wife, is you must have an undying passion for what you're doing. And I'm talking passion. If you are trying to fake it to make it, you gotta stop. You gotta figure out where your passion is, and you need to figure it out now, or else you are just going to grind yourself to death and not get a reward from it. You must be passionate. If you are in the auto business and you're walking into a dealership today that you are not passionate about, that you don't have the passion that my wife has when it comes to raising these 5 kids, if you don't have that passion, you are going to struggle and continue to struggle, and you will grind yourself to death and never get a reward from it. Follow your passion, people. My wife hasn't slept a full night in 8 years. 8 years. She's up every couple hours raising kids. She has completely sacrificed her body. Completely sacrificed. She nurses my kids. Okay? So she has given birth to 5 children in 8 years. She has completely sacrificed her body. She is relentless about what she does. She says, look, I am a mom. That's where my passion's at. That's who I'm going to be. And I'm going to be disciplined about it. I'm going to be relentless about it. And I am passionate about it. And no one will sway me. No one will take me out of what I do. I will sacrifice my body. I will sacrifice my sleep. I will do whatever I have to do to be a mom. That's what I learned from my wife this weekend. She is powerful. I am envious. I don't sleep a lot, but I sleep. I sleep 4 hours, 4.5 to 5 hours every single night. That woman gets up every couple hours. She's more passionate about her job than even I am. And I got a lot of thinking passion. But that woman is relentless. She is disciplined, and she is passionate. I need you to be relentless, to be disciplined, to be passionate, and do not allow anyone to steer you in a direction you don't want to go. Control that chaos. Listen, folks. Listen. If you're in here listening to the Rise and Grind, you truly are an amazing human being, okay? You guys are amazing. You truly are amazing. Especially this morning, if you're on here live, and those of you that catch it a little bit later, I get it. But if you're on here live, I got to tell you, man, you're part of the 4% that actually rises before the sun gets up, man. You're up before the sun gets up. And, of course, my different time zone people, those of you that are up before the sun gets up, I'm talking to you too. But you've already won. You've already gotten ahead of 96% of the people in the United States. You truly are an amazing human being, and you are part of a select group of people that actually rises and grinds. You are making a difference on this planet and in your own life daily. Your decision to outright get it done is contagious. It's fuel for all of those around you that also want to leave. You're just fuel for me. You are special. You are important. And you are part of hashtag Rise and Grind. I got to get to the gym. You guys have an awesome day today. Continue to invite people to the group. Continue to motivate people in the group. Continue to inspire and to educate and have a kick BUTT Monday. Love you guys. See ya.